hard to depend on. Can you elaborate on that part real quick? I'm just trying to get a understanding.
Absolutely. Um, I've never not seen a man who really don't know how to treat a woman. That's some shit women made up to feel better about our ego. Most men know women like flowers. Most men know women like gifts. Most men know women like time. Most men know women like attention. You know these things. You never had to force a man who didn't want to cheat not to cheat. You never had to force a man to go and give money or give a gift to a woman that he admired and respected and he cared for. He absolutely knows what to do. And Balance and Ms. Nicole and Jay spoke about men lying, showing up as their representatives. It happens all the time. And it happens at the basis of men saying this one little statement. If I lie to you, you will not give me what I want. If I tell you the truth, you will not give me what I want. If I tell you why I'm really here, you will not give me what I want, which is just sex. So when we start the foundation of that from the actual interaction from his goal versus her goal, and then we did the same thing on the women's end to say, well, I can continue this relationship without getting my feelings involved. What we see is that when the relationship dynamic starts to readjust itself as time go on, and this sneaky link become a little bit more of a codependency situation, and they get a little bit more intertwined with each other and start learning a little bit more about each other, he starts intentionally dropping the ball. Sometimes it's not intentional, but he starts to drop the ball. Whereas this was your fun girl, shit start getting serious. But he don't want it to get serious because he know how he showed up was just to get what he want. So he starts to be less dependable. Except for when
Somebody help me understand. It sounds like you answered my question. Basically, I mean, you said a whole lot, but it sounds like, to sum it up, is men are hard to depend on because of some pussy.
No,
men
no,
are hard
Bruce.
to depend on because they don't keep their words when they show up on a fickle situation.
Hold on. I think I could translate it. What she was saying was men are dependable. Box. If they just smashing, they don't want to show you they're dependable because they don't want you to think there's a real relationship occurring. Box. So the women are getting the men who are not dependable because it's this box. But those men can be dependable. It's just not for this box of women. And she's saying those women in this box think that there's a relationship occurring when it's not in that box. Right?
Which
Was
in
that correct?
turn why women do not trust men's guidance because women
Are
box
in that box. Yeah.
women this box think that regardless of whatever her agency is, if she's poor, if she's rich, if she's a whore, if she's a modest woman, if she don't worship anything, if she's very spiritual, women believe that all women are on the same plateau of how their treatment should be given by men. Regardless of how she interacts with you, I can be with you, Marcus, and I can be a completely, church girl with you, and I can go to Jay, and I can be a complete promiscuous woman, and I can go to Hink, and I can kind of, give him whatever, it is in the moment, the girlfriend experience, and I can go to JR, and I can give him the wifey treatment, and I can go to Darwin, and I can give him, just lying, cheating, gold digger, right? But the idea is, regardless of your experiences with me, you should still be the same man all the way around. And when that doesn't happen, right, for every man that I've dealt with, women start to say, I can't depend on him. Ain't no guidance here. I don't trust him. If you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do.
So it sounds like y'all want men to maintain his ability to be dependent on, even if you don't require anything in exchange for sexual intimacy. You expect, you bust it open, but you still expect a man to be on his square in a dependent nature without having any requirement. So the statement should be men are hard to depend on when you just give up the vagina recklessly.
No, the statement is what I said it was.
The statement essentially is, it's not that he doesn't want to be in a relationship. he doesn't want to be in a relationship with you. So all those boxes that are available to those who he deems worthy of being in a relationship with. That was game. A lot of us are running, oh nah, I'm not looking to be in no relationship right now. I want to focus on myself. Next girl come along, she's relationship worthy, boom, we in a relationship. One is like, oh, I thought you ain't want to be in a relationship. Oh, I worked on myself, things change, the bullshit. But that's what it is. He don't want to be in a relationship with you. So
And
the access,
ultimately, if she takes the bait, right? Because this is where it goes back to what Balance has said. I've had that situation happen. God told me I'm not really looking to do anything serious now. I think it was like in COVID. Here we are, 3 years later, 4 years later, he got a whole family now, right? So it's like, if you take the bait, right, then you the bad guy because you should have been more accountable. You should have done this, that, and the third. However, right, a lot of times what we're not recognizing is men are doing their research. Men are trying to see what woman will go for it, right, based off of how he sees her. You ain't just showing up to no woman who dressed a certain type of way, trying to give her a relationship if you didn't think she was a good woman. You're not doing it if you didn't think she was a good woman. But there are certain type of men who will look at a woman and go, well, she carries herself like this, I still want to be in a relationship with her. And so when other women, they come through and they're seeing what you're capable of, and you're not showing up to the plate, because the idea is you're giving me a fair chance. The idea is you're taking me for who I am. So if you're doing that, and I seen what you're capable of for doing for this woman, why wouldn't you do it for me? Like Balance has said, a lot of times these situations are predicated off of a lie. You showed up telling me one thing, then you started doing another. And that's when I started lacking trust and guidance into you, because I can't depend on you.
Well, I will push back on that. Simply because if men are operating in a masculine way, in a dominant way, and women are they're operating in the feminine way, a more recessive way, and men wouldn't have any issues no matter what you look like or act like, as long as we're able to mold you and get you to bend, then we don't got no problem. We can change all those things. I think we get into a point in society where that's no longer, it's really hard to do that. A lot of women are stuck in their ways and they're unimpressionable to a point where it's impossible to do that. So now you gotta move in a way where, like, damn, if she don't fit all the, it used to be if she don't fit all the checks, okay, I'll make these changes on this woman. I'll explain why these changes are significant to us reaching the goals in the relationship, and then she'll bend. You know what I'm saying? She'll be recessive. Now we live in a day and age where women are, I hate to say this, influenced by society, the changes, liberation, and all this stuff. And now it's like, okay, I don't have to bend. You got to take me as I am on some Mary J. Blige shit.